Thousands thronged to the famed Kukke Subramanya temple, not only from within the country but from across the world. And to help people seeking information on temple visits, the temple came up with an idea. But just before the idea could become a reality, it seems that the temple authorities had to face various obstacles.
Unhealthy development for Health Minister. UT Khadar in a spot of bother. Why is the Health Minister hitting the headlines now? You must have heard about the famed Kukke Subramanya temple in Dakshina Kannada district. Thousands thronged the temple from across the country and the world to this pristine pilgrimage location. Many wait to take a holy dip in the Kumaradhara river before entering the temple for the holy darshan of the Lord. Famous personalities have in the past sought blessings of the deity, and even till date, the temple's popularity is only increasing owing to its religious significance. To cater to the needs of the pilgrims who wish to visit the temple, the Kukke Subramanya temple decided to set up a Varta Bhavan or an information center in Bengaluru. The land has allegedly been encroached by UT Khadar's brother for a charitable trust. The minister went on to justify that the trust had been working for the physically challenged for the past 10 years, and that was the reason why the site was allotted to them.
UT's Nasima Farid Trust is run by my younger brother.
Okay.
And I don't have any connection with that. Notification has come for Disabled Institute, and
Okay.
if these are applied for Information Center, then what can I do? And one thing I'm telling you, within the plea of the law, we don't want anything. And I've told my brothers strictly, very strictly, if anything misdeed is there, immediately they'll be also punished according to law, and this will be written, and the officer who has done also will be. And I have never spoken to anyone, and I came to know yesterday only this matter. By tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, entire details, what the notification has come, who has applied, and why these have applied.
Here's how things transpired from the Temple Trust. The Temple Trust had written an application and approached the BDA for land where they could set up the information center. As per the demands of the Temple Trust on 4th January 2013, the BDA allotted a piece of land at site number 5 in Banshankari's 6th phase 4th block. For the same, the Temple Trust went on to pay an initial deposit of a shade under rupees 4 lakhs. Rupees 3,99,858 to be precise. But little did the Temple Trust know that come October, they would be in for a shocker. On 22nd October 2013, the site allotted to the Kukke Subramanya Temple Trust was transferred to a charitable and memorial trust named Naseem Farid Memorial Charitable Trust. This trust is owned by UT Khadar's brother Zulfikar, and on 3rd January 2014, the Temple Trust was returned the initial deposit without being furnished any reason for it.
Actually, in 2013 January, when the BJP government was running, they applied for a notification for 62 sites. So there was one clause in Banshankari for physically handicapped, specially because of the code of conduct, all MLA election came, it got pending, all 62 sites, and it was announced around 1.5 months back. So on basis on that criteria, we got the land. It was never given to anyone, and 5 applicants applied in 3,99,000 DD, that is an EMD that everyone has to deposit. So temple also applied for Varta Bhavan. So in the committee, they have decided that they have called for through the notification what they have called, and they have allotted.
What remains to be seen is whether the BDA legally went on to reallocate the land, or was there any misuse of office or any influence by the Health Minister. Was there any precise reason for the land being reallocated to the charitable trust? These questions will only be answered with time. Manjunath CR for News 9, Bengaluru.
AP Chief Arvind Kejriwal's bid to connect with Varanasi's voters ahead of the polls turned dramatic today. Here's a report on Kejriwal's day out in the holy city.
First, it was high decibel protest.
मोदी का समर्थक है, वो तो जो है यहाँ पूरा जो है मोदी समर्थक ही है, पूरे बनारस में.
Later, eggs were thrown. And then it was time for ink attack.
अपनी बात बस माफ करूंगी। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी
Opposition at every step for Kejriwal in Varanasi. The common man leader's first rally at Varanasi did not quite go the way he expected. Kejriwal, who reached Varanasi this morning, had a dramatic day at the Holy Land. He was time and again attacked by BJP supporters with protests, eggs and even ink. Many protests were held by BJP workers as Kejriwal went on a temple hopping spree. People raised slogans against the AAP chief while praising Modi. While Kejriwal was inside the Kashi Vishwanath temple offering prayers with fellow party leaders Sanjay Singh and Manish Sisodia, Modi supporters raised slogans in support of the Gujarat Chief Minister.
केवल डिस्टर्ब करने की कोशिश है। केवल केजरीवाल यहाँ आकर के अपना केवल बनारस में अगर आपको चुनाव लड़ना था तो आप दिल्ली छोड़ के क्यों भाग गए? आप तो भगेड़ू हैं। आप बनारस को भी छोड़ के भाग जाएंगे।
गंदगी है उसको भी तो झाड़ू लगा के साफ करेंगे कि नहीं करेंगे? केजरीवाल तो उसको पहले साफ करें, फिर आगे चुनाव हम देखेंगे इनके बारे में। और फिलहाल तो इनकी जमानत जब्त है।
The situation outside the temple was quite contradictory as AAP supporters also simultaneously shouted pro-Kejriwal slogans. After the high decibel protest drama, eggs were hurled at Kejriwal's car. Eggs hit Kejriwal's vehicle and also some supporters. But Kejriwal's hardship in Varanasi did not end there. Black ink was also thrown at him during his roadshow. Following the untoward incident, police had to resort to a mild lathi charge. Addressing a rally later in the day, Kejriwal trained his guns at BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate Modi. The AAP chief held Modi's henchmen responsible for the ink attack carried out on him.
अभी जब आ रहे थे तो मोदी जी के भाड़े के लोगों ने फिर से हमें काले झंडे दिखाए, हमारे ऊपर काली स्याही फेंकी।
While Kejriwal faced one hurdle after another in Varanasi, the common man's leader did all he could to seek divine intervention in the land of temples ahead of the polls. Temple